Alright, welcome back to T-Dogg Fishing and More, Smith Family and Friends Fishing, my pool cue collection series. This here is a San Antonio made Jack Kompan Mystick cue. I'm not 100% sure if it's a part of the Tiffany series. It's not a break cue, but I know he had 2 or 3 different series of cues. Mr. Kompan was a cue maker here in San Antonio, Texas, and he died several years ago. All his remaining stock and equipment was all sold off. I believe there's a few local cue makers that might have bought his equipment. I believe Hector Otanazan from Otanazan Cues may have purchased some of his equipment and what remained of some of his stock wood. This is a beautiful example of a Jack Kompan pull cue. I said made here in San Antonio, Texas. His original series of cues, I happened to purchase one of his first ones, which I sold to a friend of mine. Had the little gold M right there, just the gold M on the very base of the cue, no signature at all. That was one of his first series of cues, and a good friend of mine is now family pool player, is collecting as many of Jack Kompan cues as he can, which soon this will be sold to him also. Of course, standard pool cue making woods. Looks like a 3/8 joint pin, not piloted. Very beautiful work on all his cues. They weren't very ornate, but they were very classy in style. Beauty rings. Hard rock maple, other hardwoods. It's a beautiful, beautiful cue. This cue is used. It does have a few small minor flaws. Chipping clear on the butt end cap, which is typical for most cues that have been played a lot. Delamination right there of some of the clear. But there's nothing that a quick refinish couldn't fix. It's a beautiful, beautiful cue. Beautiful staining. It's another small minor scratch flaw right there. That's all just on the clear though. I said nothing that a small refinishing couldn't repair. Beautiful, beautiful. I said he had, like I said, he had a few different series of cues. I know he had a couple break cues. I forgot the name that he gave those. This comes with one shaft. Looks like it's a typical 13mm shaft. Tapered, pro taper. I don't know what tips that Jack used. Probably standard LaPro or Elkmaster tips is what I would guess as factory, just to keep things affordable. Most people replace all their tips as they play. The more they play and the more they get accustomed to wanting certain tips, soft, medium, hard, with a lot of action or little action. Typical signature. And every one of his cues after his first set of series were all serial numbered. And I believe that has something to do with the date that it was manufactured also. He said very tragic when you lose a great craftsman like Jack Kompan. And hopefully someone will carry on. Other local cue makers will carry on his legacy. Like I said, there's Hector Otanazan Cues. which is based here in San Antonio. He makes his own cues and he does a very good job. These Jack Kompan Mystick cues are really good quality cues. Rest in peace, Mr. Kompan. You know that your craftsmanship is still being played out there in pool halls.